If you want to get better at AI, stop worrying about agents, rough loops, and automation workflows. Here, the easiest way to make AI give you better outputs is by giving it context about how you think. So in this video, I'll show you the simple system that I use to store my entire library of context so AI understands everything about me and how you can build the same tool for completely free. So why should you even be listening to this random Singaporean guy? I lost my job after my company downsized, likely because of AI, and this all happened while I was recovering from my surgery. During that time that I had away from work, I was grateful that I set the goal of getting good at AI as a non-coder with zero technical experience. Throughout all of my failures, I finally settled on this portable AI system that provides a clear path for anyone to become AI native without all of the distractions. And right now, my mission with this channel is to help you become AI native by automating all the tasks that you hate with a system that you truly own without being locked in with any providers. If you want better outputs from AI, you need to give it better context. This is because AI has all the domain knowledge of the entire world, and when you give it a certain request without giving any context, it doesn't know which portion it should pull from. But once you have better context, it gives the AI a better indication of who you are, what you do, and how you think, and from there it's able to draw from these specific domains and to give you the output that you want. So I see context as two different layers: internal, which is the one that you create, and external, the ones that you consume. Today we'll be focusing more on the external context. I'm sure that all of you have saved links from all the articles, YouTube videos, and any other long-form content and tweets that you want to read in the future, but they're likely scattered all over the place. I have mine inside my Telegram channels, some in Notion, some in Obsidian, and there's no one centralized place that are able to put all of them, including all of the content that's inside of that article. And the reason why you want to centralize all of them into one specific vault is because AI will then understand these are the kinds of content that you consume, and that will likely shape the worldview that you have, and even some of them can act as reference documents on how you want a specific task to be executed. And when you have all of these resources inside one single vault, AI can access it, and again, it gives you better context about yourself to give you even more personalized outputs. One of the platforms that I first used for this instance was Readwise, and I really enjoyed the UI. It was so easy to add in all of the articles, all of the tweets that I have inside of this database, but the only problem was that I had to pay $10 a month as a subscription for this. So I thought to myself, what if I could build my own version of Readwise that is cheaper or even completely free? And these were all of the requirements that I wanted to have, where I was able to sync it across devices, not just being a local copy that is found only inside of my laptop. And I want highlights to be enabled so that whenever I'm reading it, especially on my mobile phone, I'm able to highlight all of these different key points that I find from the different articles, and eventually I'm able to access all of them from a database. And it also has to be easily retrievable by LMs so that it can access all of the context, and it can also guide me along on how other creators or writers that I follow perform a specific task and how I can reference their guides inside my own context. And so that's why I built out Keepable. This is an Obsidian vault with certain configurations that I built out with skills and plugins that I've installed to build out this Save Now, Read Later clone of Readwise that is much cheaper, and I'm able to access all of it for free. And it performs almost the same functions as Readwise itself. So this is how it actually looks like inside of Obsidian. I have 5,000 links, which is technically not ideal at all, but these were all gathered from the different links and resources that I have from all of my different Telegram channels and Notion databases. I placed everything inside of here so that it's this one huge centralized vault that both myself as well as AI is able to access. And all of the features of it, I will also share a quick dry run with on how this can work and how you can actually use it for yourself as well. Is that it runs fully on Obsidian. Any of the links that you can add to your vault, you can do it on both desktop and mobile, particularly with the Web Clipper extension by Obsidian. And you can also use the Fado library, which is a skill that I added in as well, so that you're able to mass import all of the different links, similar to what I did for all my Telegram channels. And then you also have this highlighter plugin, which I find extremely useful. It's not built by me, but I found it inside of GitHub that lets you highlight things on the go, especially inside of reader mode, and you're able to access all of the specific highlights in that particular article. So the database is also managed by some of the skills that are built out based on what I need from it, and automates all of the tasks that maintains the Obsidian database. This is because Obsidian can be extremely technical for someone like myself. I'm very used to Notion, but right now with AI, it can help you to maintain the database and add properties to all of your different entries so that it's much easier for you to maintain it without having to manually tag all of these articles or sort them or build any of these databases, which used to be very complicated. So all of these skills, I've built it out, and we also share a bit more inside the demo. So let me give you a quick rundown on how this entire vault works, how you can capture any article inside of it with this entire Obsidian vault. So this is how it looks like as the all links database within Obsidian itself. You can see I have all of these links. Each of them, when you click inside, it has the full contents of the article, and I'm able to highlight all of them as needed. I put it as Command-Shift-H for the shortcut to highlight, and because of the plugin, all of the highlights will be shown here. So it's very easy for anyone to start using it. And of course, this is only inside of the editor mode. You can also switch it to the reader mode, so you won't actually affect any of the actual content. And there's also other things like the highlight database. These are all of the different highlights that I have within a specific article, and then all of them are accessible here. So let's say there are any ideas, any tips, any important points that I want to go back to in the future, all of them will be stored here. And of course, since there's almost 1,000 of them, I'm able to access the most relevant ones by asking AI to help me find them. So essentially, that's how this entire vault works, where you have the content, you're able to highlight the important points. And let's just say, how do you even capture these pieces of content? So let's just say you're scrolling through Twitter, and then you see like a tweet that you like. For example, this one by Andrew Ng. What I can do is go to the Obsidian Web Clipper extension, and then this is already pre-configured. So there are some of the Clipper templates, which I'll explain more later. And then all I can do is just add it to Obsidian, and it's already inside. And then let's say you have like certain portions that you want, you can just highlight it here. And in this case, because I saved the tweet, the title looks like this, which is not nice at all. So what I did was build up the skill to clean out the title itself. So this is the Keepable Link Cleaner. Let me just run it with DeepSeek Flash. So these are the skills that I have inside of the vault, and then I can run the link cleaner inside of it so as to transform this as well as some of the other links that I have, like all of them here. There's the post, it doesn't look that nice, and I just want to show the description instead. So I'll just use GPT 5.4 mini here to quickly run through everything. And this is the skill that you already have inside of the GitHub repo. So you look through all of the tweets, LinkedIn, and Substack notes folders to find all of these ones that already have this style of content inside the title. And then now they're actually sanitizing it. All of this is already done automatically for me, instead of having to go through manually and try to change all of these different entries. Another cool thing that you can do is to generate the entire transcript from any YouTube video. Again, it's all thanks to the web clipper itself. Whenever you clip any YouTube video, you can see that the transcript and everything is generated. Then it's already added inside here. And again, you can just highlight all of the key points that you have in here. So you can see that the skill has already been done. And then when you go back to the links, and here the previous Andrew Ng tweet that we have has already been done like this. So it just makes it easier for me to read through and better understand what the topic of each of these links that I've saved is already inside of there. These are all of the different skills that I've built out that helps to maintain this database, and it just makes it easier for yourself. So let's just say you want to access anything within a certain file. So I can just copy the file into a system root, and I can paste it inside my portable OS, which is where I'm storing my entire workspace, and then just do something like help me outline the important points here. And then it's able to read the file because I saved it inside my iCloud drive. So it's synced between my phone as well. This just gives it much more context on, let's say I want to do a certain task like how to sell better, and then I already have this reference, then it's easier to just come up with all of this context. So if you want to start using this Obsidian Vault, you can download the entire one inside this repo. The link will be in the description. And basically this will just teach you everything. You can ask AI if you're unsure of anything. And what I do, I'm saving it inside my iCloud drive. So it's inside here. It doesn't take up too much space. It's about 268 MB for about 5,000 links. So it's not too bad. Apart from just the library itself, you also need the web clipper templates. So this will be found here. And basically all of them here are the JSON files that you can download inside these templates. And when you're inside of the web clipper extension that you have to download as well, you click the settings and then you can click on any of them, click on import, and then just drag all of these templates. You can just download it and then use it inside so that it fits accordingly to the actual vault that I have inside here. And it just makes it much easier for you. Of course, it's not compulsory for you to use these templates and to even use this structure, but this is just how I organize all of my files and the different link types, and it may be useful for you if you require something like this. And all of this was done through trial and error, just building out all of the skills from scratch. And this video next will teach you how you can build out all of these native workflows for yourself as well.